It's a dreary February morning, and today I'm going to walk over to the Chinn Center soccer fields and fly my Phantom 4 Pro drone and try out some of the intelligent flight modes. I'll be going through those woods behind me over to a cul-de-sac on the next street, and then we'll go on a path up to the soccer fields. Here we are at the middle of the three soccer fields near the Chinn Aquatics and Fitness Center. Alongside the fields, the county has a storage area for construction equipment and road supplies such as salt and sand. Now we're flying up towards the actual Chinn Aquatics and Fitness Center, which houses some wonderful fitness equipment as well as a full Olympic-sized swimming pool. The DJI Phantom 4 Pro has several intelligent flight modes. Here I'm using the circling function of the active track mode, in which the subject is kept in the center of a circle. If the subject moves, the drone follows along with it. I can control the speed and the altitude and the distance from the subject. The next mode is the draw mode. By drawing with my finger on the screen, I define a path that the drone will follow. In the free mode of this particular function, I can still control the angle that the camera points, and as well as the speed of the drone. Here again we see an S-shaped path that I've drawn on the screen. And as the drone follows the path, I can still control where the camera is pointing. This is the reverse tap fly mode. By tapping on a point on the screen and telling it to go, the drone flies directly away. The opposite would be true if I tapped in the forward mode, it would fly towards the point. In the course lock mode, I establish a course, and then the drone follows that course line no matter what other control inputs I give. Here I'm pressing forward, so it's flying along that forward course line, even though I may turn the drone so the camera aims at me. I can also pull the stick back and it will fly backward along the same course line. Pushing left, it goes to the left of the course line. I can rotate the drone, and then pushing right, it will fly towards the right side of the course line. I can still angle the camera and rotate the drone, but it still continues along that established course line. This is just normal mode, flying quickly towards an object and trying to avoid smashing into that object. Just made it. Same thing going in reverse. This is a good discovery shot. In active track mode, the drone follows alongside, behind, or in front of the subject. Whoops. Let's try again. Apparently it likes its own shadow better than it likes me. Now it appears to be following. When I change my direction, it should follow alongside or in front of. This is the profile version of active track, where it follows alongside the object. Even running at cheetah-like speed, it follows along. This is the spotlight function of active track. It keeps the subject in the center of the screen no matter how you direct the drone to fly. It can be stationary and keep the subject in the center, or it can be told to fly alongside, even a little faster than the subject, but the subject stays in the middle. It can come in closer or further away. Higher. And then fly towards the subject, and I stay in the center of the screen without inputting any controls to make it do that. This is just some normal mode free-form flying, controlling the altitude and the direction of the drone as it flies around the field. Just good old drone flying fun. Here's the discovery shot, flying in reverse over our house, which is about a half mile away from where I'm standing when I'm controlling the drone. You can see the fields where I'm standing over there in the distance. Heading back home by a different path. The drone is getting a good shot of its shadow again. It's in active track mode and is circling around the subject. Again, I can control the distance from the center of the circle, and I can control its altitude. I can control the speed of the rotation and the direction of the rotation. The drone doesn't need to be moving to get some very good video shots. It's a little nerve-wracking to fly the drone through this fairly narrow path with my limited skills and try to avoid any branches or trees along the way. Even though the drone is flying about 10 feet above the ground, you can see that it stirs up the leaves a little bit below it. I sure want to miss that sign and that fence. And that guy walking underneath. That pretty well wraps up a little time at the fields with the drone. If you've been paying attention, you'll probably recognize that this was actually filmed over 3 different occasions, as you can tell by the different clothes I was wearing.